Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to today's video, and it is a good one. It is all about 5 reasons why you will want to start a gratitude practice today. This is Relative Growth. I am Sibylle Carva, and thank you so much for joining me. Our channel is all about happiness, how to be happier, how to grow your confidence so that you can stop dreaming and start living. And if that's something that intrigues you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel so that every week you can get the tools and the tips on how to live a happier, more fulfilling life. All right, so let's go right into it. Gratitude. It is a buzzword right now, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I only started practicing gratitude because the cool kids were doing it. And who are the cool kids? Like Oprah and Tony Robbins and Tim Ferriss. And I like to study successful people, and I like to see what they're doing and what are the habits and the rituals, and maybe some of what they're doing will rub off on me. I mean, I am literally drinking a green juice right now because that's what I keep hearing, which actually it really does help with energy. So, and glowing skin, and that's a whole gratitude. Let's focus on gratitude. Okay, so I tried it because when I was studying these really successful people, they kept talking about how they would sit down in the morning or they would end their day and they would talk about and write down the things that they were grateful for. I was intrigued with this. I was like, God, this is a really simple practice. What the heck? Let's drink the Kool-Aid. Let's do what the cool kids are doing, and let's do it. And let me kind of walk you through how the practice went. So the first time I sat down to do my gratitude practice, couldn't find anything to be grateful for. A little embarrassing. It was hard. I kept writing the same things over and over again. Started to get the hang of it, started to be able to see the things around me that were amazing and I appreciated. And then I got to stage number 2. And I was like, look, I'm one of the cool kids. I am practicing gratitude daily. Still didn't understand what was so cool about it, but I did it because the cool kids were doing it, so I did it. And then I got to stage number 3. And let me set the scene. It was one of those, it was a morning. And we were out the door at 7:40 with all 3 kids. I can't tell you if it was a good morning or if it was a bad morning, if it was a rush morning, whatever. It was a morning. We were driving to school, and there was this little, they were in kindergarten and whatever grades. I can't remember. It was kindergarten, 3rd grade. And they were just talking. And I almost started, I had this wave of just pure joy wash through me. And I felt so thankful to be able to take my kids to school, to live in a community that provided great education, to be able to have the opportunity to have the time and the space to drop them off and hold their hands and drop them off at each one of their doors. To be able to sit and listen to them, to be present enough to sit and listen to them. And within this 30-second window, it hit me like a lightning bolt with this pure burst of joy. And I realized this is what gratitude is. This is what true happiness is. It's not the brand new Mercedes. It's not the Tiffany's necklace. It's not the 7-day vacation in Hawaii. Those things are great. But it was taking the simplest of moments and realizing how lucky I was. And that's when I realized, oh my gosh, the cool kids are onto something. They know what's up. This gratitude stuff really works. And so I'm a big believer of gratitude now. In the Happiness Growth Journal, question number 1, every single day, what are you grateful for? Because it is that important to see, even in the darkest moments, to find something that you are grateful for. I want to talk about the 5 reasons why you will want to start a gratitude practice today. You just heard mine. You just heard why I did it, the cool kids. But what is the why behind it? Like, besides, I mean, the cool kids may not be a good enough reason for you. So that's good enough. Like, that is okay. So I'm going to give you the why, because I am all about knowing why I'm doing something. You should have a better reason besides the cool kids are doing it, right? So, okay, 5 reasons why you want to start a gratitude practice today. Gratitude turns what you have and who you are into enough. It doesn't mean that you don't keep going after those goals. And it doesn't mean that you don't stop having those dreams. It just means that in the moment, who you are and what you have is enough. And you are happy with that. And it's about the journey to growth and appreciating the moments as you're going, but not the end game. Because you know what? That end game mile marker is just going to keep on changing as you're growing. So, number 1 reason why you're going to want to start a gratitude practice. It's going to help you appreciate your life. And what do I mean about that? Friends, we just came out of a pandemic. One of the most craziest things that has ever happened to any of us in the history of our lives. It's going to be going down. Movies are going to be made about it in 50 to 100 years. It's going to be in the textbooks, and we lived it. How did you get through it? Were you pissed off? Or did you take a moment and say, oh my goodness, I'm going to appreciate the fact that I can now make sourdough bread because I would never have had the time to do that before. Or, hey, homeschooling my kids is hard, but I appreciate those teachers. I'm going to be really grateful when I send them back to school next year. Or did you get to sit there and be like, this is really nice that we're not running around and I get to spend extra time with my children. So having a gratitude practice and forcing yourself to find the things that are good in life allows you to turn a bad situation into a good one. Doesn't mean that you don't have to change the bad situation, but you will be happier as you go through the progress of changing it. So number 2, it helps improve your self-esteem. So the initial quote that I stated says, gratitude turns what you have into enough. I added something. It turns what you have and who you are in this moment into enough. Because you know what? Where you are at, I don't care what you look like, how much you weigh, what you did yesterday. Today, you have the choice to say that you are enough. That you are beautiful and perfect the way that you are. And that you are going to show up to love yourself and take care of yourself as you are, because you are worth it. And gratitude is saying, the stretch marks that you have on your belly, well, those stretch marks are because you grew healthy babies. Or maybe the couple extra pounds that you put on during, I don't know, whatever reason. There's always ups and downs. Maybe that's because you were spending extra time with your friends. And how beautiful is that? So being grateful for who you are, as you are, helps you love yourself. And it's going to improve your self-esteem. So number 3, gratitude helps improve your health. And this, I thought, was very interesting. So it helps improve your health. And why does it do this? Well, we'll get to that to the next step. But so it improves your health. It helps improve your sleep. You're more likely to want to exercise. You're going to feel less aches and pains, and it's going to increase your energy. Now, I have a hypothesis. And there are people far smarter than me out there. So go ahead and leave a comment down below with this. But I believe that because you are happier, because the gratitude makes you happier, makes you appreciate the things around you, you're not focusing so much on the negative. You are focusing on the positive. And because you are happier, you're not as stressed and anxious, so you can sleep better. Because you believe you are worth it and you are grateful for yourself, it gives you the desire to take care of your body. Because you're not focusing on just the negative, you're looking for the goods. It allows you to not have to worry about the aches and pains all the time. And because you're not dwelling on all the negative stuff, it allows you to have more energy. Number 4, gratitude literally retrains your brain. Instead of constantly saying the half is glass empty, it's teaching you how to look for the glass being half full. It helps strengthen your relationships because you're able to be happier and healthier within those relationships. It helps you make better decisions, to be kinder. You are more relaxed and you're less stressed. I mean, people, this is some powerful stuff, all by taking less than a minute a day on saying what you're grateful for. And finally, the 5th reason why you're going to want to start a gratitude practice is because it makes you happier. Who wouldn't want to experience complete bliss because you're doing the dishes? Because you're dealing with a tantrum. Because you're dealing in life. Because life is beautifully imperfect as it is. And so having those moments where you can step back and have this awe and be like, I am so lucky to deal with whatever you're having the blissful moment of having to deal with. Because sometimes tantrums are not great. But when you're sitting here being like, I am so lucky that I get to be able to sit with my child and help them understand whatever they're going through. That's happiness. All right. So, you know the name of the game. I'm not just going to give you this information and walk away, because how frustrating is that? I am going to give you some things to think about. So what are 5 ways that you can practice gratitude to increase your happiness? Because how do you get started? Yeah, it's great that the cool kids are doing it. It's great that I had my moment of bliss during school drop-off. It's great that it has all these benefits, but how do you get started? As I said, keeping a journal is my favorite way of practicing gratitude. It's actually I do 3 ways of practicing gratitude. Keeping a journal. In the happiness growth journal, the question number 1 every single day that you're going to be asked is, what are you grateful for? If you don't want to use a happiness growth journal, there are plenty out there that are great as well. Same thing, piece of pen and paper, that's all you need. Number 2 is you can do a gratitude challenge, which I will link to the freebie that we have in the article below, to where you can start your own gratitude challenge. And there's the exercises, the workbook, it is all there ready for you to go. My other favorite way to practice gratitude is some families pray at night. We go around and say our gratitudes, what we're grateful for the day. So it's a great way of kind of incorporating even the youngest kids into it. I love it because my 3-year-old daughter, it is her thing, and she will be very sad. She'll, like, everyone will be going to bed. She's like, wait, we forgot our gratefuls. And so it's kind of nice to see that it's instilled into her. Number 4 is practicing a gratitude meditation. We all practice gratitude in our own way, and this is definitely a very powerful one of bringing in meditation and gratitude. Both practices can help rewire your brain to help release stress and increase happiness. And I did link to, in the article, which is linked below, there is a link to a great gratitude meditation. So go ahead and check it out. Number 5, the waiting game. How often are you standing in line at the grocery store while you're waiting to pick up your kids from a sporting event, on the elevator to your next meeting, and you pull out your cell phone and you check your social media, you check your emails? We're constantly looking for ways to stay busy. Take this moment to keep your cell phone in your pockets and find things that you're grateful for. Look around you. The weather, the people, the experience. So it is easy to say that practicing gratitude can be found anywhere, at any place, and available on any budget and time frame. I wish you fun on this journey of exploring a gratitude practice. It is worth it, according to me. And some of the other cool kids, I'm not the only one out there doing it. Till next time, stay brave, be curious, and always love yourself.